Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Azraq ShinjI, and I would like to give you all a warm welcome to the very first episode of the VTuber Gallery, the self-sustained art gallery that showcases the wonderful world of VTubers. Big, small, indie, PNG, 2D, 3D, no variety is uncovered, and no stone is unturned. In our first episode, we start with a little introduction to myself, the guide on this tour of VTubers old and new. Today we talk about yours truly, Azraq ShinjI. I first started streaming on Twitch around August of 2021. This was around the time VShojo had announced that they were opening auditions out to the public. I knew that I always wanted to make content for people to enjoy. I wanted to make something that, when people looked at it, they knew that it would be something they could tune into and feel like they were part of a community. Plus, the idea of VTubers always fascinated me. So, with a shoestring budget and a moderate understanding of art, I threw a VTuber design together and contacted a creator on Fiverr to make my first model. With my first model, I started VTubing as often as I could, typically streaming for 1 hour a day at about 5 days a week, but slowly moving towards about 3 days a week at about 2 to 3 hours at a time. Come October, I realized I wanted a bit of an upgrade to my setup. While my stuff looked decent, it was mostly generic looking, reused assets with only a small bit of my own personal flair. So it was time for an upgrade. After scrounging up some funds and donning my artist glove, I spent a month and a big sum of money to put together an all-new setup with beautiful GIF backgrounds for my stream and my own signature panel and text designs, all to create my own image as a streamer. And on November 6, 2021, I debuted my new 2D model. And from that point on, I streamed 3 to 4 days a week at anywhere from 2 to 4 hours per stream. As I normally introduce myself, I am now your resident hedgehog art gremlin. I draw tons and tons of VTuber booba and play games with passion, despite my lack of skill. With affiliate status on my Twitch, I currently stream a variety of games, but my bread and butter is my art streams, giving people an avenue into my artistic process and what I do to make the art that I make. Since my start, I have amassed 300 followers on Twitch and Twitter, and have made a community of people that are kind, passionate, and just don't stop calling me cute. You're wrong! Sorry. Got a little hostile there. Now, for this piece in particular, I wanted to capture a chill yet confident expression. With any drawing that I make, I grab an image reference and then I start with a strong base of the body, getting the general idea of the posing and mapping out the overall shapes of each body part before creating a new layer and adding more detail onto that. More often than not, I'll make at least 3 sketch layers. One for the base of the body, another for the rough details, and a third for more intricate details that need some mapping out before the liner. Although that third sketch layer is usually put to the side in favor of moving right to the liner. As you can probably see from the time-lapse, my drawing process is a bit on the beginner side. A lot of zooming in and out and rotating the canvas to get exactly the lines I'm looking for. I am mostly self-taught as an artist, but I've been able to review study material from the small art courses I've taken, as well as look at the processes of many other artists. At the very least, I can say that I have gotten much better with utilizing real-world reference as opposed to things like 3D models and still 2D images. While those references are good study material for things like figuring out style, real-world reference, for me, is the best possible way to learn the human body. By starting with reality, you're able to take certain elements and tweak them to your liking, giving you the means to make something as realistic or as stylistic as you want. But anywho, I suppose we should get back on track. Honestly, I could not have chosen a better way to spend my time than to be streaming and VTubing. The people I've met in the community are some of the nicest people I've met, and I'm proud to call a lot of these talented and kind people my friends. I've also been able to explore all kinds of avenues when it comes to creating and enjoying content. I've done more drawings and played more games on stream than I ever did in my own free time, and it actually gave me all new ways of expressing my artistic talents, like the series you now see before you. As for the future, well, aside from the obvious goals of more followers on my accounts for more reach, I want to aim towards making this far more than a simple hobby. This is where my passions lie. And this is only going to be the beginning of my journey, even approaching my 1-year anniversary. And here it is, the first finished piece to make up the VTuber Gallery. This is just one of many pieces that will be added, as there are so many VTubers, oh my goodness. But who do I cover next? Well, that's where you come in. In the description box below, you'll find a link to a tweet that I sent out asking you all for suggestions on who I should include in this little series. It can be anyone. Indie, company, big, small. I do obviously have ideas for the next few episodes, but any suggestions are greatly appreciated. But with all that in mind, I want to thank you for this first episode of VTuber Gallery. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and a comment, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to get notified when I make another video. Also, don't forget to follow me on Twitter for more updates, as well as on Twitch, where I stream as often as 3 times a week. But above all else, have a wonderful day.